Chef Pants for Piehole Productions, and you're coming over for breakfast today. And if you're having breakfast with Chef You Make Chef Pants, you deserve the best. So we're going to make the whipped cream, we're going to make the butter, we're going to make the syrup, and then we're going to make the pancakes. So I'm not going to give you a great recipe. I'm going to make you think on your own a little bit. You want all your equipment and your ingredients to be as cold as possible to make your whipped cream easier to deal with. It'll thicken up the fats in the cream a little better if it's cold as possible. You're going to want a pinch of salt, otherwise it'll taste flat. And I'm not going to give you a real recipe, kind of like I was saying. Make it the way you like it. So I'm putting in a little vanilla here. I like a little bit extra vanilla. And I'm going to add some powdered sugar. I think it dissolves a little easier, and I've used regular sugar, and it was completely perfect before, so I don't think it really matters, but I'm going to get this blended around a little bit. Okay, now with the tool off, I'm going to reach in with a little taster spoon, and I'm going to see if this tastes like what whipped cream should taste like. I want it a little bit sweeter, so I'm going to put in just a little bit more, and we're going to go from there because I know that's going to be just right. Now we're whipping air in, and we're getting the fat molecules in the cream to connect together, and it's going to whip air into it, and we're going to get nice fluffy whipped cream. Now it's important to stop at the right time, otherwise you'll end up with butter that's sweetened and has vanilla in it. And we're making butter next, so I'll show you what those stages look like. But I'll go ahead and run this on high here until we get enough air whipped in that we've got whipped cream. It's also going to start to grow. As the air is whipped in, it'll start taking more and more volume. Okay, if you see in there, it has some structure. It's stretching out into a peak as we raised that whisk attachment. Perfect consistency for whipped cream. Now we did this in a mixer. If you don't have a mixer, that's okay. You can use a hand blender. Any of the attachments will actually do it. Whisk would be the most efficient. For that matter, you could just use a whisk, and you have to sit there for quite a while and you'll break a sweat, but you can make whipped cream that way. You can make whipped cream in a jar with a lid on it and just sit and shake it until you incorporate enough air. And remember, a lot of these techniques were invented by French and Italian chefs who didn't have metal tools. Their whisks were made out of fine little ends and tips of branches of trees, so like switches. And they'd whip them through the cream until the cream would whip. So really, if you're willing to work at it, you can make whipped cream with any kind of equipment.